I've been getting multiple requests to go back onto YouTube and do a tutorial video. And the only thing that I have that I can do right now is I need to resin. So I hope that this will be something that you guys want to watch. So I have all my stuff ready. I have to tape my sides. Let's move that out of the way. So I have to tape my sides of my resin, or my my little landscapes that I have here. These have been coated with varnish and UV protectant. I've also pre-stained the sides of these two, only these two, because I didn't want to run the risk of not being able to stain, because when the resin gets on there, you cannot stain anymore. It will not penetrate. So if you want to make sure that you can stain it the color that you want, you must do it in advance. What I'm going to do is take some washi tape and I'm going to tape off the edges. As you can see, very closely, and pushing down the tape really securely. You don't want a little air bubble because the resin will run down the side if you have any gap at all. So there's that one. Now I'm not going to put washi tape again. I'm going to use clear packing tape. Nice and tight again. And then to avoid any drips, I'm going to press the tape all the way around. I'm going to do all of the rest of these pieces as quickly as I can. Oh, and out. I wonder if this will get me through. Nope, that one ran out too. Gosh, when you want something, it's never right where you want it. Thought I had 2 rolls and I only had that one is not going to work for me. Going on with you washi tape? And lastly, I just realized how dark it is in here. Voila! But then that light buzzes, and I hate it. Oh, there it is. Lucky. Okay, and well, before you ask, I get my cups from the dollar store. Okay, so I use the cups underneath for leveling. I can do the same for these. I'll level. You can also use one of these guys. So that's all of the pieces level, but this one is, so my tape has peeled up a little bit. You can see it. It has to be very, very flush. I'm going to go around the edges. And level it again. I'm going to take a piece of paper towel with water, and I'm going to make sure there's no dust on any of these pieces. There's a little fuzz on this one. I think I've got it. Okay. Just to double check. All in the center. Now, for resin. I use art resin. Better get my mouse out of the way. I'm going to take 2 cups. One is going to be resin and one is going to be the hardener. Gloves today, so I'm gonna go barehanded. Okay, resin first. I have quite a few pieces, so I'm gonna go to the top line or the bottom line. Maybe there. And I always put my resin on the same side of the cup that is the resin cup. And then I take the hardener. Hardener goes there. And then it doesn't matter. Remove these. Popsicle stick. And get as much of that out of the bottom of the cup as possible. Scrape it. You want it all out. You want it to be exactly 50-50. You don't want to leave a whole bunch in the cup because it will take off, it'll throw off your ratio. Scrape it again as best as you can. Put the cup aside and stir. Chris, can you give me 3 minutes on the clock? Scrape the side, scrape the side, scrape the side. Also, scrape off your popsicle stick. Get all that resin in the cup, and then scrape your sides, scrape your sides, scrape your sides. Scrape the bottom, go counterclockwise. Doesn't matter the speed, I don't think. The faster you go, the more bubbles you're gonna get. Scrape the bottom. Get around all the outside. Scrape your popsicle stick again. Chris is going to tell us when 3 minutes is up. So you can fast forward 3 minutes in the video easily, bypassing this painful twisting and stirring. Basically, you can stir until your fingers hurt and then stir some more. So this is probably just going to be the first coat. I'm probably going to have to do 2 coats of resin on these pieces. So I'm not going to get really fussy about making sure that everything is perfect. If it happens, great, but I usually do 2 coats for that really nice beveled edge. I feel like we're getting close. How close are we? What time is it? Perfect. See, my instincts. So I'm going to start with the further away one. Just put a big pool in the middle. Oops. And then this one. And then I'm just going to let that sit there for a second. I'm going to cover it with a cup so that dust doesn't get in there. And I'm going to take another popsicle stick and I'm going to push the resin to the corners. I want to push it up to the edge and not over it if I can help it. And then I'll run my finger along the edge to make sure that it goes right to the corner. keep on going. I'm just gonna leave that there. Maybe a bit more. And then this one. So just letting it run from my cup. Hopefully I've got enough. And I'm just going to help it from the bottom. And then just leave that. Just leave that there. Oh, come on. Stay. All right, here we go. Getting it to the corners. Maybe standing up is better for me today. Usually I don't sit down to do this anyway. Oops, went over the edge of that one. Sorry about that buzzing light, so annoying. Guess you don't want that in your view. Just getting it right to that edge. Oops, went over the edge again. Get back up there. Okay, almost done. Now there's dust flying around here. I'm sure a couple of dust particles have landed, but I'm not going to worry about it, as I said, because I am going to be sanding and doing a second coat. Just looking at it from the side in the light to make sure that I've got coverage. All of my corners, all of my side lines here, and get right in there. And there we go. So I'm going to take my finger. I normally would wear a glove. Don't freak out. It's okay. I won't die. I'm going to run my finger along all of the edges. Right to the corner. This just draws the resin to the edge without letting it go over. Wiping off any excess to keep that nice bubble happening. There we go. Looks pretty good here. Missing a little bit right there. Checking it in the light. I use the reflection on the surface when I'm looking for any problems. Now we're going to take our trusty cooking torch and we're going to pop the bubbles. Oops. Going in 2 directions and back this way. There I have it. Shut off the torch. Take my cups. And I already have prepped an old canvas just sitting here. And there we go. There we have it. So I'm going to bring this down. You can have a look. So in about 3 minutes, I'm going to come back and I'm going to check to make sure that there are no more bubbles that have risen to the surface. And that's going to be it. I'm going to leave it now for 12 hours. And if they're perfect, I'm going to leave them. And if they're not perfect, I'm going to wait another 12 hours. And then I'm going to sand them and reapply a second coat. Chances are that's going to happen with maybe all of them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a like or a thumbs up. And if you want to see more instructional videos or videos that I make while I'm making things, then you have to subscribe and hit the bell so you get the notifications. Thanks. Peace out. Have a great day.